Hello, my beautiful tribe. I have a very positive podcast for you. Jupiter, the planet of abundance, of wisdom, is entering Cancer. And not only that, it's aligning with the fixed star Sirius. Sirius, known as the dog star, is the beacon of fame, honor, spiritual illumination. When it joins forces with Jupiter, it brings with it opportunity, recognition, and even an energy asking you to level up. It gives you some soul level insights and it can cause a shift in perception. This is a moment where your dreams could take center stage. And since it is happening in the sign of Cancer, all this beautiful positive energy is tied to your home, heritage, emotional security. On a personal level, if you've got planets near 14 degrees of Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, this could be a time to shine. You may feel inspired to nurture your roots, heal family ties, or step into a leadership role. Globally, we could see big movements in property, housing, caregiving, even cultural heritage. It's all about community after all. There is another transit that I want to talk about. That is the Saturn Neptune conjunction in 0 degrees Aries. Saturn is a very slow moving planet, but its effect is very far reaching. The exact moment of conjunction is February 2026, but already the influence is showing. Saturn represents structure, discipline, reality, even limitations. While Neptune embodies dreams, spirituality, idealism, and dissolution. So what is happening over here is Saturn is a very restrictive energy, whereas Neptune is a very unreal kind of an energy. And both of them are coming together in Aries, which is known for being impulsive. Aries is a cardinal a fire sign of individuality and action. So, this is a very potent transit. It also marks the beginning of a 36 year cycle. Normally, you know what all of us astrologers do is when we see some conjunction or a square like this, we go delve into history. So I went and asked Google about the other Saturn Neptune conjunctions that happened. And I got the years 1846, 1870, and 1989. And all these three conjunctions aligned with the shifts in collective ideals, such as revolutions, social movement, or even redefinition of reality, like the fall of the Berlin Wall, 1989. So there is restriction, pragmatism involved with foggy idealism in an impulsive sign. If you have a cardinal sign like Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, you'll feel this the most intensively because by the your zodiac brings its conjunction in a square or an opposition. So there can be an inherent tension. But then there is this Jupiter in Cancer, which is optimism and family. So let us analyze what it means for your zodiac sign. Aries. Saturn, Neptune, and Aries is in the first house. This conjunction is in your sign. It's a very strong call to redefine your identity and purpose. Saturn demands discipline in how you present yourself. Neptune brings spirituality and creativity to the mix. You may feel a push pull between asserting your individuality and dissolving your ego for a higher cause. Avoid impulsivity, Aries, because if you are impulsive right now, it can lead to escapism. Be practical, ground your dreams. This transit could mark a personal reinvention, but cardinal sign challenges, squares from Cancer, opposition from Libra, may test your patience. Now, Jupiter is in Cancer. Cancer is your fourth house, Aries, and Jupiter is giving you a very huge blessing. It blesses your home and family sector. It encourages you to nest, relocate, deepen emotional roots. You may buy property, heal family ties, redefine home. The square between Saturn, Neptune in your first house suggests balancing personal ambitions with domestic stability. Trust your intuition, but avoid over idealizing family dynamics. Listen to the matriarch at home because feminine principle may offer wisdom. Focus on self discipline and emotional grounding. Journaling and therapy will help you at this time. It will give you patience. Taurus, Saturn, Neptune in Aries is in 12th house. This conjunction activates your subconscious, dreams, and hidden realms. Saturn may surface repressed fears, karmic patterns. Neptune enhances intuition and spiritual growth. You may explore therapy, meditation, or creative outlets to process this introspective energy. Watch for escapism, watch for self sabotage. Structure your inner work. Jupiter in Cancer is in your third house. That is communication, learning, and neighbors, local connections. You may write, teach, strengthen ties with siblings and neighbors. Now, what happens over here is that the square to Saturn Neptune suggests clarifying your thoughts amongst emotional and spiritual confusion. My suggestion for you would be to trust your gut, especially when sharing ideas, because ideas or intellectual property theft is a possibility. Engage in reflective practices like journaling and mindfulness. Be cautious of overcommitting, stretching yourself too thin in community projects. Take care of yourself. Gemini, Saturn, Neptune, and Aries occurs in your 11th house. That is all about your networking, your social circles, long term goals. Saturn pushes for structured alliances, while Neptune brings humanitarian vision and idealism into the mix. You may join groups with shared mission, but ground yourself. You may feel challenged in separating reality from illusion, especially in friendships. Late Gemini degrees may feel this via a square, urging clarity and aspiration. Jupiter in Cancer happens in your second house. Jupiter boosts your finances, Gemini. It makes you, it gives you an ego massage. You feel validated. You can save right now. Your investments will be very sound. You might explore emotionally fulfilling work, nurture your talents. The square to Saturn Neptune warns against overspending or unrealistic financial dreams. So, budget wisely and be very vigilant about your social connections. Generally, you have a tendency to get carried away. So I would say prioritize financial stability. Now, Cancer, Saturn, Neptune, and Aries happens in your 10th house. That is all about career, public image. Saturn demands hard work and accountability, while Neptune brings idealism and creativity to your professional path. You may pursue your dream career, but you may face confusion and delays also. The square from your sign heightens emotional sensitivity. Stay grounded, otherwise, you might burn out. Jupiter in Cancer is happening in your first house. Jupiter in your sign enhances confidence optimism, personal growth. You will attract opportunities in love, self expression, in work. Square to Saturn, Neptune challenges you to balance self expression with career responsibilities. Trust your intuition to navigate tensions. Embrace your self aura, embrace your glow up, but be realistic. Set practical career goals. Meditate. That can help you balance your emotions. Leo, Saturn, Neptune is in your ninth house. This transit expands your beliefs, education, travel plan. Saturn will ground your philosophies, while Neptune inspires spiritual and visionary pursuits. You may question long held beliefs or seek higher truths, but avoid being rigid. Late Leo degrees may feel indirect tension because of the quincunxes. Jupiter in Cancer, 12th house. 12th house is spirituality. It's your spiritual sector. Guru is very happy over here and encourages introspection, healing, dream work. You may be drawn to therapy, to creative solitude, to meditation. The square to Saturn Neptune suggests confronting subconscious fears. And if you can do it in a safe space, it's a wonderful thing to do. It might unlock wisdom. Protect your energy from emotional overwhelm. Pursue spiritual growth with discipline. Journaling, creative retreats, and healing can help you process insights. Virgo, Saturn, Neptune in Aries is happening in your eighth house. This transit deepens your approach to shared resources, to intimacy, to transformation. Saturn demands boundaries in partnership, while Neptune kind of blurs the line, potentially causing confusion. And when this confusion happens in finances and relationships, my friends, it can lead to a lot of problems. Late Virgo degrees face a square, and this wants clarity in emotional investment. Be very clear about whom you are going to place your trust and your emotions in. Be very clear on who is dependable and who is not. Jupiter in Cancer is happening in your 10th house, Virgo, and Jupiter energizes your social life and long term dreams. You might join collaborative projects or connect with like minded communities. The square to Saturn Neptune suggests balancing idealism with practical group dynamics. Avoid overcommitting to causes. Set clear boundaries in partnerships. Focus on realistic group goals. Financial planning is the key for you. Libra, Saturn, Neptune, and Aries is happening in your seventh house. Seventh house is relationships, legal partnerships. Now, see how this dynamic works out for you. Saturn emphasizes commitment and boundaries. Neptune adds romance and idealism, clouding your judgment. So you might redefine partnerships or face tests of loyalty. Opposition from Aries, the fire energy, is bringing challenge to balance. My advice to you is right now, stop being a people pleaser. Take a stand. Now, Jupiter in Cancer happens in your 10th house. 10th house is career boosting. You're getting professional opportunities. This is going to bring promotions, public recognition. The square in Saturn Neptune suggests navigating workplace illusions or delays. Emotional intelligence. Trust your instincts. Clarify your expectations in relationships, in partnerships, and seize career opportunities, but be cautious. Scorpio, Saturn, Neptune in Aries is occurring in your sixth house. Sixth house is health, daily routine, work, and it is going to transform. Saturn will demand discipline and habits. Neptune inspires holistic or creative approaches to wellness. You might overhaul your lifestyle, but face confusion and fatigue. Stay practical to avoid burnouts. Jupiter in Cancer happens in your ninth house. Ninth house is travel, education, spiritual pursuit, and Jupiter's expansive energy is going to expand this sector. You may explore new philosophies, publish your ideas. The square to Saturn Neptune suggests grounding your beliefs to avoid unrealistic expectations. Prioritize health routines. Stay open to learning without over idealizing outcomes. Sagittarius, Saturn Neptune in Aries happens in your fifth house. That is creativity, romance, expression, self expression. Saturn brings structure to your passions. Neptune adds a dreamy artistic flair to it all. You may commit to a creative project or relationship, but face challenges, distinguishing fantasy from reality. Jupiter in Cancer is eighth house. Jupiter deepens intimacy, shared resources, and transformation. Financial gains may come through partnerships and investment, but the square of Saturn Neptune warns against emotional and financial overreach. Don't overextend yourself, trust your gut, and be very vigilant about in whom you put your faith. Channel your creativity into structured projects and approach investments very cautiously. Check and recheck before you put your money into them. Capricorn, Saturn, Neptune happens in your fourth house. That is home, family dynamics. These areas shift. Saturn demands stability. Neptune adds emotional, spiritual depth. You may renovate, relocate, heal ancestral patterns, but face confusions or delays. The square from Aries challenges emotional security. Jupiter in Cancer is happening in your seventh house. Relationships flourish under Jupiter's expansive influence. You may strengthen your partnership, start collaboration, even find love. The square to Saturn Neptune suggests balancing your optimism with your realistic expectations in relationship. Focus on emotional grounding at home. Nurture partnerships. And communication is key. Be clear in your communication. Aquarius, Saturn, Neptune happens in your third house. Third house is communication, learning, transformation. Saturn sharpens your focus on ideas, whereas Neptune adds intuition or idealism. You may teach, write, study, but face challenges with clarity. Stay grounded in your thoughts. Jupiter in Cancer, that is sixth house. Jupiter enhances your work, health, daily routines. You may find fulfilling work, improve your wellness practice. The square to Saturn, Neptune suggests balancing idealism with practical habits. Avoid overworking. Clarify your ideas and prioritize self care to sustain productivity. Pisces. Saturn, Neptune, and Aries is your second house. Your finances and self worth evolve. Saturn demands budgeting, discipline, while Neptune inspires intuition. You may get creative about money. You may face financial confusion. I would suggest leaning towards the Saturnian energy because clarity is key. Jupiter in Cancer happens in your fifth house. This is a joyful transit of Jupiter because Jupiter in fifth house is all about creativity, about romance, about play. You may start a creative project, you may fall in love, you may flirt, you may expand your family. The square to Saturn Neptune suggests grounding your passion and avoid over expectation, over idealization of outcomes. Embrace creative joy with realism. So, to balance these transits for all zodiacs, my advice would be five folds. First is balance your dreams with reality. Use Saturn's discipline to ground Neptune's visions, and especially to manage the impulsivity that Aries brings into the mix. Second is to trust intuition with Jupiter in Cancer. Lean into the emotional wisdom of Guru, but avoid overreacting. Avoid clinging to the past. Jupiter's exaltation offers abundance, but only if you are level headed. Manage the squares. The early squares between Jupiter and Saturn Neptune may bring tension. This is going to happen in June 2025. Exercise patience. Avoid escapism and focus on practical steps. And there is no harm in consulting with an astrologer for personalized insights. Get your chart checked. Identify where Aries and Cancer fall in your natal chart. Actually, you can build your own chart. There are plenty of free websites. Tools like AstroStyles Cosmic Calculators can help. And after that, get advice from an astrologer about where Aries and Cancer are in your chart to know which sectors in your birth chart are getting activated. And point number 5, stay grounded. Practice meditation, journaling, meet with a therapist, because Neptune has a very foggy influence and Cancer is emotional. Many people may feel triggered around this time. If you like a deeper dive into your personal chart or specific aspects, DM me. With your details, I can build your chart and I can tailor the interpretation further for you. And check where your natal placements are. See where 14-degree Cancer hits. That is where your Jupiter Sirius connection lights up your chart. Subscribe for more updates. Like, press the bell icon, and we can keep exploring the stars together. Until next time, namaste.